Now, here's a Christmas cracker for you. What's the one thing that your car, your home and your holiday all have in common?
Go on.
Insurance.
Not your best joke, Chris.
No, all right,
no.
yeah, I'll give you that. But insurance is no laughing matter. But have you ever wondered why the price of your policy suddenly becomes more expensive, even if you haven't made a claim?
Well, West End legend Sheila Hancock has been looking into it for us, and she's put on a special Watchdog panto to explain why, when it comes to your premium, there are certain things you'll never quite put behind you.
Curtain at the ready, silence in the wings. It's time to shine a spotlight on insuring your things. The insurance world has an air of mystery. Premium costs we think are based on our history. Have we been careful? Have we made a claim? And most importantly, were we to blame? But there's more to their pricing that might meet the eye, and this Watchdog panto will help explain why. We're investigating why it is that the cost of insurance premiums can suddenly rocket for no apparent reason. It's something that happened to me. I have been driving for 63 years. I have never made a claim on my car insurance. When I had to renew my premium, they wanted to increase it from £873 to over £2,000. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I've never caused an accident. I've got the same car. My circumstances haven't changed. So why? It seems insurers have access to data from a multitude of secretive sources, with details of everything we've ever told an insurance company. By analysing these, along with your personal circumstances, they weigh up how likely you are to make a claim. In my case, I committed the heinous crime of being 1 year older, and last year I was involved in an accident. However, the other driver admitted that she was entirely to blame, so it cost my insurers nothing. I thought I could just forget about it. But no, it drove my premium sky high. And whatever your mode of transport, insurers often end up penalising their customers for accidents that aren't their fault. As David Parks from Kent explained when he contacted us, his 20-year-old daughter Amy was sat in a parked car when a drunk driver ploughed into the back of her. Miraculously, Amy wasn't injured. But when it came to her car insurance renewal, Admiral upped the price of her premium from £700 to £1,700. What were the reasons that they gave you?
Well, apparently, the fact that Amy was involved in an accident, even though it was no fault of hers, statistically, she is likely to have another accident at some point in the future. She's being penalised quite heavily for being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
It seems incredibly unfair. So how do the insurers justify it? Roger Flaxman is an independent insurance claims advocate. How do they come to the conclusion that if you're involved with an accident that hasn't been caused by you, you are more likely to have an accident later?
It does seem a rather questionable statistic. At one time, the clerk behind the desk would have said, well, that can't be right, you know, we won't do so-and-so. But nowadays, it's all based on algorithms and numbers.
And insurers use another tactic to drive up your premium. Let's imagine that something breaks in your house. Well, a simple phone call to discuss it with your insurer...
Hello? I've broken my chair.
...could end up costing you. Elizabeth Daly from Leeds phoned her insurance company, eSure, when she had a leak in her bathroom.
They said it was covered, and did I want to make a claim? And I said, not at this point. Can I get back to you?
The damage was fixed without needing to claim. However, when Elizabeth got her next quote for household insurance, it was almost double the price. So she contacted eSure to ask why.
We increased your insurance premium because you made a claim. No. Oh, yes, you did. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, yes, you did. Oh, no, I didn't.
But eSure said that she did. Because apparently, if you report or have any kind of conversation about an incident, big or small, that can be added to your record as an intention to claim. And that can be used as a justification for an increase in the cost of your premium.
I shopped around for some insurance. They all said, unfortunately, it would go down as a claim and it would affect the premium.
But a simple phone call, how can that possibly be judged as a claim?
I think this is simply one of the unintended consequences of automation and technology. When you make a phone call and say, could I have some advice, it triggers an increase in premium because you've actually incurred the company in some time and cost in making that call. And lots of people in the insurance industry are very unhappy about these unintended consequences.
But what if all you've done is become a year older? Because you certainly wouldn't want to plan a holiday if you're over a certain age. Like me, pensioner Brian Reimer from Manchester leads an active life. And every year he visits his family in Canada. In the summer of 2013, he paid Avanti Travel Insurance £451 to cover him for the year. But there was a nasty shock waiting in the wings. Because when Brian tried to take out the same policy the following year, Avanti wanted almost £1,200, an increase of more than 160%.
I thought I made a mistake. Upon reaching the age of 76, I felt that there might be some slight increase for that reason, but why should I have to pay such ridiculous, insulting increases?
Why, indeed.
What probably happened was that they jumped from one age bracket to the next. Probably as simple as that.
What advice can you give us? How do we go about getting insured?
Actually, my advice is simply don't buy it yourself online. Go to a broker.
I mean, we've just got to be more savvy.
You've got to be more vigilant. A lot of people say, I want it as quickly as I can and as cheaply as I can because one insurance policy is exactly the same as the next. I can tell you it isn't.
1, 2, 3.
So now you know their game. We hope you're more aware. When you're dealing with insurance, it's best to tread with care.
Thanks, Sheila, and a big thank you to the actors of the Camberley Theatre in Surrey for helping us with that film. Now,